Today we gonna talk about 10 most famous celebrities who died in plane crash.
John Denver, born 31, Dec. 1943 in Roswell, New Mexico, United States. John Denver attended Arlington Heights High School in Fort Worth, Texas in 1957 to 1961. He attended Texas Tech University in Lubbock, Texas in 1961 to 1963. He studied architecture and engineering, dropped out in 1963 to pursue a music career in Los Angeles. John Denver's career as a singer, songwriter, actor, humanitarian and environmentalist spanned 4 decades. He was one of the most popular acoustic artists of the 1970s, and one of the best-selling artists in that decade. John Denver died in a plane crash in Monterey Bay, California, on October 12, 1997 when he was 53 years old at the time of his death. He was born on September 9, 1941, in Dawson, Georgia. Otis Redding attended Ballard-Hudson High School. At a young age, Redding sang in the Vineville Baptist Church Choir and learned guitar and piano. At Ballard-Hudson High School, Redding sang in the school band. At the age of 15, Redding left school to support his family. Otis Redding's music career spanned from 1958 to 1967. Redding quit school at age 15 to support his family, working with Little Richard's backing band, the Upsetters, and performing in talent shows at Machen's historic Hourglass Theater. In 1958, he joined Johnny Jenkins' band, the Pinapers, with whom he toured the southern states as a singer and driver. An unscheduled appearance on a Stax recording session led to a contract, and his first hit single, These Arms of Mine, in 1962. Otis Redding, a legendary American singer and songwriter, died in a plane crash on December 10, 1967, at the age of 26.
You know what,
heading to
Otis?
Madison,
What?
Wisconsin,
You're
for a
country.
concert when Carole Lombard was born Jane Alice Peters on October 6, 1908, in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Carole Lombard was an American actress who was known for her ability to combine elegance and zaniness in some of the most successful and popular film comedies of the 1930s. After studying acting and dancing as a child, she made her screen debut as a 13-year-old tomboy in A Perfect Crime, 1921. She left school at the age of 15, and she first appeared under the stage name Carole. After 1930, Carole Lombard in a leading role in Marriage in Transit, 1925. She made more than 20 silent films during the 1920s, mostly cast in bit roles, or as a supporting player in several Mack Sennett-produced comedy shorts. In 1930, she signed a 7-year contract with Paramount and was occasionally afforded the opportunity to display her comic skills in such films as Fast and Loose, 1930, It Pays to Advertise, 1931, and Man of the World, 1931. Carole Lombard was 33 years old when she died in a plane crash on January 16, Ronnie VanZant, the original lead vocalist of the southern rock band Lynyrd Skynyrd, was born on January 15, 1948, in Jacksonville, Florida. Ronnie VanZant attended Lee High School in Jacksonville, Florida. Ronnie VanZant heard in 1964 that a group of students he knew at Lakeshore Junior High were putting together a band and needed a singer. He went to the audition and promptly announced that he was the new singer for the band. Ronnie VanZant died in a plane crash in Gillsburg, Mississippi, on October 20, 1977, while traveling with his band Lynyrd Skynyrd. The plane, which had been chartered by the band, had engine issues and crashed in a swampy area near the Mississippi-Louisiana border. Aaliyah Dana Haughton was born on January 16, 1979, in Brooklyn, New York City, to Diane and Michael Miguel Haughton. Her name is the feminine form of the Arabic Ali, which means highest, most exalted one, the best. Aaliyah attended a Catholic school named Jesu Elementary. She attended the Detroit High School for the Fine and Performing Arts, where she majored in drama and graduated in 1997. Aaliyah was a singer, actress and businesswoman. She released her first album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, in 1994, which was an instant success. She released her second album, One in a Million, in 1996. In 1998, she had a hit with the song, Are You That Somebody? Aaliyah died in a plane crash in the Bahamas on August 25, 2001, at the age of 22. Miller was born on March 1, 1904, in Clarinda, Iowa, to Mattie Lou and Louis Elmer Miller. Glenn Miller studied at the University of Colorado in 1923, but he left to pursue a career in music. He later studied with the Russian musician and mathematician Joseph Schillinger. Glenn Miller, the legendary big band conductor, went missing on December 15, 1944, in 40 age when his plane disappeared over the English Channel while flying from Britain to Paris. Historian Dennis Sprague, after conducting an investigation, concluded that pilot error was the cause of the crash, which occurred due to the pilot flying too low in bad weather and veering off course. Patsy Cline was born in Winchester, Virginia, on September 8, 1932, to Hilda Virginia and Samuel Lawrence Hensley. She dropped out of school at 16 to support her family after her father left them. She began her professional music career at 15, singing on a local radio station, and later became a featured soloist on regional TV broadcasts. She achieved national recognition after her appearance on Arthur Godfrey's Talent Scouts in 1957. Patsy Cline died in a plane crash in Camden, Tennessee, on March 5, 1963, at the age of 30. She was returning home to Nashville after performing a benefit concert in Kansas City, Kansas, along with fellow country music artists Cowboy Copas and Hawkshaw Hawkins, and pilot Randy Hughes. Will Rogers was born William Penn Adair Rogers on November 4, 1879, in Lega, Oklahoma, to Clement B. Rogers and Mary America Shrimshire. He attended Willie Halsell College at Veneta in 1895 and 1896. He attended Kemper Military School at Boonville in the 1897-1898 school year. He was a good student and an avid reader of the New York Times. He dropped out of school after the 10th grade. Will Rogers was a famous vaudeville performer, actor and humorous social commentator in the 1920s and 1930s. Will Rogers died in a plane crash on August 15, 1935, at the age of 55, near Point Barrow, Alaska. He was traveling with Wiley Post, who also died in the crash. Ricky Nelson, born Eric Hilliard Nelson, was born on May 8, 1940, in Teaneck, New Jersey. Ricky Nelson was a known troublemaker and slacker at school. In a typing class, he threw spitballs and made voices behind the teacher's back. He also flunked English for always being late on the few days that he bothered to show up. Then again, it was around this time that Ricky found his true calling, the one that would cement his legacy forever. Ricky Nelson died in a plane crash in DeKalb, Texas, on December 31, 1985. Nelson and his band were on a tour of the southern United States and were traveling to Dallas when the plane, a Douglas DC-3, crashed into a field, killing everyone on board. The National Transportation Safety Board later concluded that the probable cause of the crash was a fire that was caused by the plane's faulty gasoline-powered cabin heater. He died in 45 age. Jim Reeves was born on August 20, 1923, in Galloway, Texas, a small rural community near Carthage. He attended athletic scholarship to the University of Texas and enrolled to study speech and drama, but he left after only 6 weeks to work in the shipyards in Houston. He also attended the University of Texas at Austin, where he studied music and developed an interest in radio broadcasting. Jim Reeves was a country music singer and songwriter. He was a member of the Grand Ole Opry and was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1967. He had many hit songs, including He'll Have to Go, Four Walls, Am I Losing You, Blue Side of Lonesome, Welcome to My World, Bimbo, Distant Drums, and Mexican Joe. Jim Reeves died in a plane crash in Brentwood, Tennessee, on July 31, 1964. He was 40 years old at the time of his death.